Hi Star family, how you doing? It's your girl Lady Leo, aka Mary, and I'm back. This is part 1 for personal readings that were purchased for August 22nd. First, we're going to cleanse and set the space, call in spirit. All right, got some Native American flutes going. Hi y'all, how you doing? Hi Myra, hi Nicole. There we go. All right, so we have Vinny, Dahlia, Carla, Joe, Charles, and Jessica all in line for readings. There we go. And just in case you didn't know, everything that I do is infused with Holy Fire Reikis. If that's something that you want, all you got to do is say, Spirit, I'm open and willing to receive. If not, you ain't got to be silly about it. You say, Spirit, I respectfully decline. Cleanse your energy. Good juju for you. Hi, how you doing? Cleanse my energy. Good juju for me. And protect real quick with some Palo Santo. See how of a burn we get, or what kind of burn we get. Oh, y'all. I'm probably gonna have to do a separate stream for it, but I forgot to show y'all the 8/8 portal candle. Yes, the line is still open if you want to get in line. Hi, Lisa Ann. How you doing? Protect your energy. Good juju for you. Protect my energy. Good juju for me. All right, we're going to call in spirit real quick, y'all, okay? All right, here we go. Hey, sending you high vibes and unconditional support. Thank you, darling. I appreciate that. I tell you what. Hey, we raising the vibration. I'm sending all that love and light back to you times 10. Okay. Let's call in spirit real quick, and then we'll hop into these personal readings. All right, it's $11 for a mini, $22 for career, $33 for love, $44 for extended, the way that it was before all this shenanigans started happening. It's either Cash App or PayPal, Lady Leo Spiritual. Okay? All right, here we go. God, Source, Universe, angels, ancestors, spirit guides, council of light, ascended masters, and all other benevolent beings of light of the third heaven and higher. I ask that you should ascend a holy, divine, white light of protection should our space, our energy, and the stream from any outside negative energies, entities, and Spirit, I ask that you aid, guide, and support me in channeling each and every reading with the best and highest messages for, oh my goodness, y'all, I messed up. I ask that you aid, guide, and support me in channeling the best and highest messages for those in line this evening. So much to be. Thank you, Spirit. Whew, okay, I had to change it up a little bit, y'all. Okay. So what did I say? Dahlia? No, Vinny, Dahlia, Carla, Joe, Charles, and then Jessica, and then whoever sends payment in. Okay, here we go. Am I a little rusty? Grand Rising. How you doing, love? Friday. Hey, yes, happy Friday, y'all. Best and highest messages here for y'all. I haven't done personal readings in a while. Best and highest messages here for Vinny. What does he need to know? What does he need to see? What does he need to hear? Spirit. Okay. What's the overall energy here? Overall energy here for Vinny. It's way too many. We need to swap decks. We need to swap decks, not that one. Okay. Best and highest message here, Spirit. Okay, let's try this one more time. Now this deck is acting out. Vinny, I hope you ain't bringing us no icky energy. I'm just teasing. Overall energy here for Vinny. What does he need to know? What does he need to see? What does he need to hear, Spirit? The 9 of Pentacles. Okay, overall energy has to do with your accomplishments. Okay, the things and the skill sets, the things that you've learned and the skill sets that it is that you have. Knowing your value, knowing your worth. There's a lot of like abundance and growth here. It's almost like you're enjoying that. Enjoying the fruits of your labor. You know, this is a very positive card. You see all the yellow in the card, the greenery, the grapes here. The grapes represent a lot about fertility and abundance. Tell me about this 9 of Pentacles, Spirit. Overall energy here for Vinny. Ashley, I just got payment in, sweetheart. Thank you. You'll be after Jessica. The Star. Oh, I got to cover her up so I don't get flagged. People getting serious, y'all. Okay, so there's a lot of success. All right, this is seems like you're coming into some energy of receiving something that you wish for. All right, this is a miracle. All right, this may even be very healing to you. Okay, there's a lot of success showing up here, Vinny. Now, if this has to do with a connection that it is that you're in, if you're here like checking in on your energy in another person, this is saying that someone's showing up single and able to pursue, and this person may be very healing to you. Possible Aquarius. We've got some Virgo energy here. Not necessarily their sign. They could just, it's just could be heavy in the energy here, okay? But this is showing up as a wish fulfillment. All right, what's the situation? What's the situation for Vinny? The Fool and the 6 of Pentacles. Okay. So the situation is taking this maybe intimidating leap of faith towards something new here, okay? This is a new beginning. This is taking a chance on something. It's Aries energy, all right? And I want you to think about Aries being the first of the zodiac, okay? They're like the baby of the group in that way, you know? But this is like just kind of going with it, going with the flow, trusted in spirit, okay? Towards the 6 of Pentacles, which is equal give and take negotiations, an exchange of energy. This could be someone coming towards you. Okay, put it where it fits, don't make it fit. All right, Spirit. Oh, yeah. See? Hi, y'all. How you doing? What's going on, y'all? All right, Spirit. Oh, goodness. Yeah, we got Queen of Wands that just wanted to come out. Okay, so you could be very attracted to this person. This person's very attracted to you. If this doesn't have to do with a love connection or ties to someone else, this is showing up as you're very abundant right now. Or there's a lot about your confidence and believing in something, having the courage to allow it to show up, you know, being open and willing to receive. This is something that as you're manifesting, you're attracting it. Hi, y'all. How you doing? Oh, heavy Leo energy. Okay. What's the challenge here for Benny? Hey, Jaleesa. She says, oh my God, not seen you in a while. Nice to see you back. And thank you for being here, sweetheart. Hi, Carla Jo. How you doing, gorgeous? If I don't pay attention to y'all's comments a whole lot, it's just because I'm on this personal reading. I try to remember to go back up and look. All right, Spirit. Challenge. What's the challenge here for Vinny? The 5 of Swords. And the 4 of Cups. Okay. Okay, Vinny. The challenge is some sort of conflict here. Okay, so this is either someone conditioned out but they can't take it, or this could be some self-sabotage going on here, right? Harsh words, or it could be a breakdown in communication, what I just heard. I can't even talk. I don't normally read this card that way, but it could be some sort of breakdown in communication. It's causing some sort of disappointment, or someone may be getting in their head and stressing themselves out when it comes to being good enough for something or deserving of something, or there's something here that so much like someone thinks that like it's not real. Take that as it resonates. Now, if it's not that, this is someone coming in to give some sort of harsh communication and cause a lot of disappointment here. There's disappointment with the harsh things that someone said, the harsh words someone said. Okay. We got 6 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. This is representing some sort of reconciliation. Someone may want to come towards you, if you're olive branch, okay, for an apology after ghosting or after they went in and thought about it for a while. Heavy on the Virgo. Could be about Virgo season. We just rolled over into Virgo season. What's in the current energy here for Vinny? The 3 of Cups and the Hierophant. Oh my goodness. So this is about union and celebration. Okay, so this is like going out, having a good time, celebrating something. This could be something having to do with a higher level of commitment. Okay. Or this is also showing up as someone's very structured. They're very disciplined. They're very traditional. This may even be, if it could either be you or the person that you're dealing with. Okay. This energy, they show up as having some sort of authority. Okay. Like some sort of position that it is that they hold gives them some sort of authority. So that's either you or this other person. If it's not that, this is you coming into union, celebrating a promotion or some sort of stance that you've taken with something. All right, current energy here for Vinny. Hi, how you doing? What's going on? I'm so glad you're doing good, Carla Joe. Hi, Tachuela. Hi, Kino. Hi, Lo. What's going on? 8 of Pentacles. Okay. Give me one more. Okay, yeah. Whatever self-development, whatever it is that you've been working on here, okay, getting super focused on creating, all right? It's like you're getting blessed with this, all right? Something about this master manifester, all right? This is passionate new beginning happening here, but it's because of your focus on something, okay? Whatever this traditional stance that is that you're taking here, or heard something about rising to the occasion, so I'm not really sure what that means for you. With the Hermit at the bottom of the deck. Okay. Best and highest messages here, Spirit. What's the energy coming towards Vinny? Energy coming towards Vinny. The Queen of Wands came out of the deck, and the King of Pentacles. Holy shenanigans. Okay. Tell me about this Queen of Wands. What's the Queen of Wands? Now, if you're dealing with another person, this is someone showing up as possible Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, but it's been in fire energy, right? Well, we just said that. This person's very empowered. You could be very attracted to them. Very magnetic. The Ace of Cups. And the Moon. You may secretly want to come towards this person and offer them a relationship, or just tell them what it is that you feel about them. This is the second ace that it is that we're seeing here. It's the second ace that's come out. Okay, so this is like emotional new beginnings, or it's a lot of emotional fulfillment happening here. Tell me about the King of Pentacles. It could be that you're doubting, or things are still surfacing. You could still be learning things about how to approach this Queen of Wands. Tell me about the King of Pentacles. What's the King of Pentacles, Spirit? Energy coming towards Vinny. Hangman. But it's kind of coming out sideways here, okay? Someone's on the fence. Someone's trying to gain some sort of enlightenment or perspective. Okay, so that's like the blockage. Just like someone's overthinking. Someone's like getting in their head. Someone's getting themselves tripped up. Yeah. 2 of Swords at the bottom of the deck. This is like crossroads. Not sure which direction to take. You know, it's lack of clarity. It could be confusion. Energy coming towards me. Strength. All right, right before that card came out, my stomach started hurting really, really bad. Okay, so I don't know if like someone's stressing themselves to the point it's making them sick over this. Now look, oh my gosh, I didn't even notice this. We got 2 of Swords popping out right there at the bottom of this deck. See, it's got a rubber band on it. It's just randomly sitting up there, and I noticed that. But if someone could be stressing themselves out so much that it's making them sick over this, or maybe putting yourself out there, or maybe it's even this other person. It's like I pick it up on like someone stressing themselves, like where they're nauseous, or it's giving themselves a stomach ache. We've got strength showing up here. This is, oh God. Someone needs to have the confidence to tame their ego and overcome their fear. Do not let fear rule you. I'm gonna leave this on the table. What's behind that? When it comes to this Empress, yeah, I need to move into calmer waters. towards peace of mind. All right, Spirit. Tell me about strength. Tell me about strength here for Vinny. Energy coming towards Vinny. The 9 of Wands. So yeah, there's a lot about fighting some sort of adversity, okay? Oh yeah, the 5 of Wands is at the bottom of the deck. So I'm not sure if this is you battling yourself or if this you feel like you're in competition for whatever or whoever this is to you, whatever this energy of the 9 of Pentacles is. That's your wish fulfillment. Okay, Spirit. Yeah, it's like trying to lay to rest this conflict, this competition, this combative energy. All right, Spirit. What's the overall spiritual advice? Overall spiritual advice for Vinny. Vinny, since you sent a tip, I'm going to pull a couple oracle cards for you, okay? We have the 4 of Pentacles showing up here. So this is about holding on to something too tight or maybe keeping something on reserve. All right, so maybe it is you're just really protective over your energy during this time. But we also had the Ace of Pentacles flip over in the deck. This is the 3rd ace that's come out in this reading, okay? So you could be holding on. I kind of feel like maybe you're holding on for the right moment. I'm hearing something about the right moment. You're seizing the moment. Okay, so it's like you're holding on to this offer or this commitment or whatever this opportunity is. Overall spiritual advice. Tell me about the Ace of Pentacles. Tell me about this Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, Page of Wands. This is exciting. It's new. It's fresh. It's like a very exciting, fresh, new outlook on something and actions being taken towards that and walking away from things that are no longer serving you. With the 8 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Give me one more. Overall spiritual advice. Overall spiritual advice for Vinny. The Sun, the 7 of Pentacles, and the 2 of Pentacles. Okay. Just a lot of happiness and joy showing up here. Okay. A lot of Leo energy in this reading just in general. All right. So that's the heart space. Okay. This is about shining a light. All right. So I'm not sure if this is you honoring your own inner light and shining that out to the world, or if this is you being enlightened on someone that you have some sort of love for, right? It's like overcoming the fear and trusting the heart space, okay? This is showing up as, yes, it's worth the wait, it's worth the work, it's worth the effort, it's worth the time, it's worth the energy, it's worth the money, it's worth the love, okay? Then we have the 2 of Pentacles. You could be eliminating distractions or trying to get your priorities in order, or there could just be a lot of moving some things around to make way for this. So I'm not sure if this is something that you're currently working towards or the other energy that's here is doing this, okay? At the bottom of the deck, we have the World. So when one cycle ends, a new one begins, right? So as it's like you're closing the door out from one phase and there's this new door that's opening for you. Now you may be in the hallway between 2 doors, okay? Because it kind of seems like there's there's some blockages here with the conflict. The conflict in the head space. It could be the breakdown in communication. It could just be the fear and being at war with self about going towards this or overcoming the adversity of something here. But I mean, this is some sort of triumphant completion, okay? You may have met this person online, possibly, but showing up as this is, you're exactly where you're meant to be when you're meant to be there, Vinny, okay? All right. I'm going to pull a couple from the Angels and Ancestors deck, and then I'll pull you a couple from the Keepers of the Light. Best and highest message here for Vinny. What do the ancestors have to say? What do the Angels and Ancestors have to say? Hi, how you doing? What's going on? Stag, yes, it is your season to trust and thrive. Okay, a lot about this abundance. See these little swirls? Okay, so it could be having to do with like the power of 3 here. Right, I'm kind of seeing like a Celtic knot in a way, but it's also like life force energy. I'm kind of seeing like the Reiki symbol there. So something's very healing to you. It could be this person, this connection. Water Guardian, connect with your emotions. It's time for you to express your emotions, okay? We're seeing that really heavy in the masculine energy during this time, Vinny. You know, it's if you resonate with like divine masculine and divine feminine and all that, the healing journey, that's what the masculines are really being asked to do during this time, is to come from a place of a healthy ego, you know, to be able to make space to not only receive emotion from a counterpart, but to also be able to express emotions to a counterpart, okay? So being emotionally available. All right, Spirit, give me just a few more from this deck. So trust and thrive. It's time for you to connect with your emotions. Connecting with your emotions is what's going to nurture your garden. Does that make sense? Like literally, like this, being in this emotional space is also allowing it to water what it is that you're growing. You picking up what I'm throwing down? All right. Oh my gosh. We've got guardian angel, you are not alone, and bask in joy and light with summer. All right, so we've got, hey, how you doing? Daphne, welcome. Thank you for being here. So we've got maybe possibly a Passover loved one coming through here to letting you know that they're guiding you. Maybe they're sending you synchronicity signs. Maybe you're getting dreams about them, okay? Possibly on, like there's actually a feather on this card. Maybe you're seeing a feather, okay? I'm seeing something about dimes. You know, it's like people find a penny. Sometimes it's good luck, or sometimes like people feel like it's like a Passover loved one, like leaving them something. All right, I'm not seeing pennies though. This energy may leave you dimes. Take that as it resonates. Okay, so then we have, they want you to be abundant though. They want you to know that this is your season to not sell yourself short. Okay, why not you? Why can't you have this connection? Why are you not worth it? It's something that you prayed for. Okay, if you get in alignment with it, then you'll be able to show up in your reality. All right, let me get you a couple of these cards. That's a nice message here, Spirit. Hilarion, divine healing. Honor your sensitivity. Retreat to recharge and heal. Your light can support others. A lot about your light can support others, right? That's what we got with that sun card earlier in the spiritual advice. You know, there's something about how you can be really healing to someone else as you're healing yourself. And it even seems like maybe this connection, this thing that it is that you're going towards, that you desire, that you wish for, is also healing to you. All right, you could be healing to it, right? There's something very healing about it. Kathomi, cloak of wisdom. You already know the answers you seek. Trust what you know. Yeah, listen to your intuition. Okay, you could be just like that happens a lot too, Vinny, is like if you get super excited about someone that maybe you have your eye on, or maybe that you're trying to connect to, you know, the people around you can get jealous and like feed you icky things in your ear. Sometimes this is our own family, you know, so there may be a need to like hermit a little bit, or be careful who it is or what it is that you're sharing, because not everyone is here to see your success, okay? And I'm saying that because your ancestors or you have like a Passover loved one coming over here and telling you it's, you see what I'm saying? You are worth it. You're meant to succeed. Look all the green on the card, right? About abundance, heart space energy. Bask in joy and light. You know, it's time for you to bask in this abundance, in this light. You know, it's something that you got into alignment with, right? You earned this. Give me one more. One more for Vinny. Oh, it gave me two. Odin, psychic insight. What did I tell you? Okay. Listen to your own intuition when it comes to this connection. Your third eye is open. See the truth for what it is. Follow your intuition. Okay. And then we have green Tara, supreme protection. You are protected, cords are being cut, move beyond limitation and trust. Yeah. So if you haven't done so, maybe you want to do like a cord cutting. You can just visualize it, Vinny. You just sit there, close your eyes, get comfortable, breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth, and just like imagine like all cords and attachments of things that you don't want to be attached to just being cut away from you. Okay, it's that. It can be that simple. Okay, but it's saying that you're being protected, all right? You have this heavy, I feel like you have a Passover loved one here that's protecting you and trying to lead you in the right direction or give you signs of how to move, okay? All right, Vinny, I hope that you found a message that resonates with you. Thank you again for the blessings. Thanks for coming to see me. We've got Dahlia, Carla Jo, Charles, Jessica, and Ashley all in line. for readings. I still have the line open if y'all are interested. Hey, Richie. What's going on, Richie? All right, Dahlia. Where are we going? We're going to use this Tattoo Tarot. I don't know why this one's calling to me, but this is what we're going to use. Dahlia, I don't have my list right in front of me, but I'm pretty sure that you sent me a tip as well. So we're also going to pull some extra messages from these other cards. All right. Best and highest message here for Dahlia. What does she need to know? What does she need to see? What does she need to hear? Spirit. Oh, they're trying to pop out already, Dahlia. All right. Best and highest messages, Spirit. Overall energy for Dahlia. Told you they'd come right out. The Four of Swords. Having some sort of peace of mind. Okay, you could be isolating or just contemplating something really heavy here. We got the Wheel of Fortune at the bottom of the deck, though. All right, spiritual jackpot, things working in your favor. What is the Four of Swords? Oh, but we may be having some sort of major ending here. The finality of something. Could just be a phase of transformation, if you will. Tell me about the Four of Swords for Dahlia, Spirit. Overall energy. I've got the Ten of Pentacles that flipped over. I'm going to leave it in the deck, though. So this could bring some sort of long-term success. Tell me about the Four of Swords, Spirit. The Hierophant. Okay. Having peace of mind about some sort of higher level of commitment. This could be representing some sort of contract, okay? Whether this is with a person or some other, maybe an organization of some sorts here. But whatever it is, it's there's a lot of like Egyptian references on this card. So something about having a peace of mind of something that's eternal or long lasting. There's even the beetle on this card with the wings coming out of it, which is heavy protection. Okay, so I'm not sure if you're just being protected or could be something that it is that you're learning as well. Okay, so if this doesn't have anything to do with like self-mastery, you could just be having some sort of like higher learning of some sorts. Because I mean, look at this crow right here, or this, I can't tell if that's a crow or a raven. Either way, it's kind of like the way that the beak is. It's like holding this ankh right here. You see that? But this one is holding a key. So it's like the key to like some sort of eternal life of some sorts. And it's like something, I don't know. This is heavy. Tell me about the Hierophant. Having a peace of mind. Lots of in the headspace about this. It could be about a parent. Maybe it's just because they're showing up with having some sort of like authority. Ace of Pentacles. Oh, and the Emperor at the bottom of the deck. Dahlia. Whatever this is, it's successful or it has a lot of potential for abundance, for prosperity, for growth, expansion, fertility. You've got the Emperor at the bottom of the deck. Like, it's not a divine masculine energy. This is about taking charge, you know, taking control over something, like taking the reins back over your own life, giving yourself permission. I don't know. Now we got the King of Pentacles showing up here. A lot of Pentacles, a lot of Earth energy. What's the situation here for Dahlia? Dang, y'all. Overcoming some sort of betrayal or heartache or grief of some sort. Death at the bottom of the deck, yeah. Major transformation. So the way that it's presenting itself, Dahlia, is there's something ending here. And it feels like maybe it's a cycle, an old version of yourself that you're healing. Okay, you've taken a lot of time to think on this, meditate, contemplate on it. Finding peace of mind when it comes to higher levels of commitment or a higher level of commitment, maybe that you were in the past. Okay. There's a lot of self-mastery here, and the self-mastery, this learning or you gaining some sort of success or authority, could even be spiritual authority, okay? It's bringing you a lot of abundance, a lot of success, a lot of opportunities, okay? The situation is you're overcoming some sort of heartache or grief or sadness. Could be the ways that you were betrayed by others. It's kind of coming to me in general. It doesn't feel like it's just one isolated situation with someone where it comes to like this betrayal. Okay, so take that as it resonates. Tell me about this Three of Swords as a situation. You're walking away. You're leaving behind things that no longer serve you on an emotional level. What's the challenge for Dahlia? Challenge for Dahlia. The Page of Cups in the Tower. Someone's false cup. If someone comes to you, or that could be what the fear is if someone comes to you and gives you another false cup, it's just like the breaking point. It could even be it's time to let some sort of tower fall, to let it fall away, to let yourself be rebuilt, to reinvent yourself, or to not attach yourself to the old ways of being. Okay, you're not that person anymore. You're not in that situation. You're not in that energy, you know. So there's a lot about, pouring into yourself. Lots about self-love, giving yourself permission. Hi, Dahlia. I'm doing your reading. Hi, Spirit of Temperance. Hi, Inked Blessings. How y'all doing? What's in the current energy? Oh, the sun flipped over. Okay, so something's bringing you a lot of happiness. Thanks for the loves and all that love. Like back to you, Tom. Let me ring the bell for you. What's going on? Page of Pentacles. What's behind? The World was behind that. Yeah, it's a lot about leaving things behind. It's some sort of major life cycle coming to an end, but a new one beginning. Okay, so I'm not sure if you're having, I don't know if you had like a Saturn return in your chart, or could have to do with Scorpio or Pluto, where those placements are. King of Cups is after that. Whatever this King of Cups represents, it could be a person, a connection. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, masculine, water energy. Okay, Spirit. What's in the current energy? What's in the current energy here for Dahlia? How's it from Hawaii? I'm doing. Thanks for the good vibes. Hope you're doing well. The Ten of Cups. Okay, so something that it is, it's like you're moving towards some sort of ultimate happiness. So like, this is something that you desire, and it may even be in a connection with someone else. If it's not like a person, or this is more career oriented, it's being in attached, it's being in harmonious flow. It's bringing a lot of happiness to you, whatever this is. Okay, the Fool again. Taking a blind leap of faith here. Okay, we've got the Page of Swords. Maybe you're putting a lot of thought or a lot of intel. Maybe you're gaining intel or gaining some sort of information on this, or you have someone who is trying to gain intel on you. Tell me about this Ten of Cups. Tell me about this Ten of Cups. The Ten of Swords. Okay. Yes. There's some sort of major transfer. We've got the Ten of Pentacles. 10, 10, 10. 10, 10, 10, Dahlia. Goodness. There's a lot that has to be let go of. Again, this is coming out. Okay, so there's a lot that's like being shed. All right, we're moving on from something. And you know what? Whatever this is, it stabbed you in the... This is like... She's all types of beat up. Usually it's in the back. This person's face down. They're all in the back. You know, this is where things have just really done a number over you. And this is over a long period of time. Possibly, I mean, if you needed like a time frame, possibly 10 years with all this 10 coming out. 10 is significant. Really significant. Yeah, that's that. Like, that's the only one that's doing the double numbers is the 10. Okay, but this is where we're shedding. We're moving on. We're accepting something. Okay, we're letting it go. And that's what's bringing you to that happiness here. Okay, maybe even a connection that lasts a long time. Okay, this is long-term commitment, success, generational wealth. Yeah, worth the effort. What's the energy? What's the energy coming towards Dahlia? What's the energy coming towards Dahlia? The Five of Cups, but the Fool at the bottom of the deck. Tell me about this Five of Cups. Sadness and regret. Someone may miss you, or maybe you're missing someone. Energy coming towards Dahlia. Why the... Persevering some sort of sadness. You're overcoming whatever this sadness or grief is, or this... or someone else is. This King of Pentacles keeps showing up. He's just kind of like orbiting here. So whether that's like a opportunity, a job, if this is an actual person that may want to work with you, team up, collaborate, network, build something. All right, Spirit. Energy coming towards Dahlia. All these fives. 10. 10s and 5s. 5 and 5 is 10. Half of 10 is 5s. There's something to do with 5s and 10s here, or the other half of something, the missing half. So I'm not sure if I'm picking up on your energy or the energy that you're dealing with, okay? But either way, someone's having to overcome some sort of sadness and grief and feeling like maybe they're not worth it. Like there's someone's trying to overcome a lot of like this not feeling good enough, or it's too burdensome. Someone needs to let go of the burdens, the heaviness of something, or the weight that it is they feel on their shoulders about this. Having strength, courage, bravery, confidence, empowerment, knowing your value, knowing your worth, you know. You are worthy of this. You are deserving of it. Hi, Carleo. How you doing, Carleo? All right, Spirit. What's the overall spiritual advice I was going to ask? We've got this really in the head, like trapped in the head space coming out heavy here. Okay, there's a lot that's being shed. A lot of situations that cause a lot of hurt, a lot of doubt, sadness. I'm gonna put this back on the deck. Overall spiritual advice. King of Wands, yeah. Reclaim your throne. Call your power back. 1055. Look at all these. 1055 and so 51% battery. So 10s, 5s, 1s, and 5s. Maybe you're seeing a lot of those combinations. You're going crazy here. 10s and 5s everywhere. All right, Spirit. Yeah, 5 people. 5, 5, 5, 1s and 5s. Which means that there needs to be more harmony and balance, right? If that's like breaking the number up. 6, the number of 6. So there's some sort of element or something that's changing or something that's evolving that needs to bring balance to the situation. If we're talking about the number, the numerology of it. What's the spiritual advice? 3 of Cups. King of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Okay. Celebration. You may be going out to celebrate with somebody, okay? I'm not sure if someone's coming towards you, or you could be celebrating coming into union with this opportunity or whatever this connection, this contract, higher levels of commitment is. Tell me about the 3 of Cups. Knight of Pentacles. Oh, wow. And maybe a little bit slow moving, okay? But it's looking solid here. It's got a lot of potential. You know, taking one step at a time. This is not something to be rushed, whatever this is, okay? Don't rush the process. Let things happen naturally, right? We have death here. Lots about this transformation happening. Lots about ending something or putting something to rest. Something's done and over. And we have the 7 of Pentacles and the Lovers at the bottom of the deck. So something about the hard work, the efforts that you put into something, really pondering on if something's worth worth the time, love, energy, effort, money. Maybe this is somebody you're dealing with here, but it's bringing it to the lovers here. Okay. So whether you're coming into harmony and balance with the different aspects of self, or if this is someone else coming in for you, it's definitely orbiting around the energy here. Okay. All right, Dahlia, let's get you some, let's see what the angels and ancestors have to say to you. Hi, Path Portraits. What's going on? Best and highest messages, Spirit. What do the angels and ancestors have to say to Dahlia? Lady and Lord. Oh my gosh. I don't think this has ever happened in a reading before. Not with this deck. Not like this. That's crazy. Lady, enjoy growth and reap rewards. Lord, take charge with authority. Masculine and feminine energies of this deck. I have to take a moment, okay? That's special to me. Mountain, stand your ground came out too, okay? So yeah, stand your ground. Know your value, know your worth. You're worth it, okay? Maybe this is us putting out into the universe that this person needs to know their value and their worth, right? If this is a person. Stand your ground though. It's like claiming something. It's like you're putting your stake into it, right? There's your flag. Give me one more from this deck, Spirit. Best and highest messages here for Dahlia from the angels and ancestors. That was exciting. Love your eyeliner and your consistency in doing these readings for years. Thank you so much, Path Portraits. I appreciate that. And my eyeliner is, I think it's some sort of Maybelline something. It's the little felt pen. Oracle, wait for important information. Yeah, see, this being patient, just, going with the flow of things, right? Listening to spirit, listen to your own intuition, okay? And then we have animal guardian. And lots about trusting yourself, trusting your instinct. Right? You've taken the time to contemplate on what this is. And you are incredibly intelligent. You know what you're doing. You have some sort of wisdom too. So here's some heavy, maybe you're just really tied. I got that owl coming out, just like stare, just like, look at this owl, like the way that this owl is like looking over her. There's a lot of love for this, okay? So your spirit team has a lot of love for you, okay? And possibly represents grandfathers to me, the owl, but doesn't necessarily have to be that for you, To take it as it resonates. Let's get you some Keepers of the Light. That's the highest messages here for Dahlia and Spirit. Kali Ma, facing fear. Here comes that death energy again, okay? Here come the ancestors. Telling you your ancestors are surrounding you so heavy during this time. Major spiritual changes are unfolding. This is your chance to soar. Stand your ground. Trust your instincts. Wait for important information. Take charge with authority. Enjoy growth and reap rewards. All right, Spirit. Best and highest messages here. Joan of Arc, voice of truth. Stand strong, focus on your purpose, release the fear of persecution, speak your truth. Yeah, release the fear of persecution. Someone needs to express themselves. And the Shekinah, I can never say this right. The Shekinah, sacred self. It's like a tongue twister. The seashells at the seashore. Anyway, sacred self. Unleash your spirit. Express your gifts. Dance to the sacred rhythm of life. Yeah, it's okay to be free-spirited. There's something about that's so divine about you being in your authentic self. You giving yourself permission to just be. 111 on the clock. 55% on the battery. 1s and 5s, Dahlia. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have Bridget, inner strength. Move back to wholeness. Recognize that you have the power. I've got the power. You got the power, Dahlia. This is a really beautiful reading. We've got a little bit, we've got some conflicting stuff in here. A lot about self-worth, overcoming some sort of grief, or where people didn't show up for you the way that you expected them to show up, or maybe where they would have said that they were supposed to show up for you. But there's a lot about there's a lot that you're letting go, or that's what it is that you're being asked to do, is let go of the past. And like I said, we're moving into Virgo energy, right? We have that new moon in Virgo, right? be careful about listening, and not take it as it resonates, but be careful about some of these astrologers telling y'all to like about harnessing the intentions. Okay, this new moon in Virgo is actually, it's wiping away all the false, the inauthentic things that it is of self. You know, the way that we've been mimicking things that are not aren't truly ourselves, or the energy that it is that we're supposed to be in. Okay, so if we've raised our vibrations and we keep getting attached to like old belief systems, whether that's just like belief of self, or we cut ourselves down, or we let the past take over the mind, right? A lot of that's falling away with this Virgo new moon. Okay, it's a lot about nurturing who it is that you truly are, rather than, it doesn't have anything to do with coming into with what it is that you want, if that makes sense. All right, Dahlia, I hope that you found a message that resonates with you. Thank you again for the blessings. Thanks for coming to see me. Hey, Mama with a Mindset. Hi, Sarah. How y'all doing? All right, we got Carla Joe up next. Y'all, someone is so stressed out, it's giving them a stomach ache. Someone is stressing themselves out. They're like nauseous about something. I gotta cleanse real quick, Carla Joe. Hold on, I don't want this energy in your reading. Let me cleanse. I'm gonna do both. I'm gonna do the eucalyptus and the Palo Santo, okay? Who is so stressed out? It's okay. If it's not a life or death situation, it's gonna be okay. All right. Maybe it's just somebody in one of y'all's energies. Spirit, ask that you cleanse and neutralize the energy, please. Remove any blockages from the solar plexus. Taking longer for this Palo Santo to light. Maybe there's some resistance. Your daughter's been stressed out? Maybe that's part of what it is. Hi, Instaf, how you doing? Protect her energy. Protect my energy. Spirit, asks that you cleanse the crown chakra. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, let's try this. Let's try this again, Carla Joe. Hi, Jose. How you doing, Jose? Since her dad died this past 10 months, extremely stressed. I've been trying to help reduce that stress. Oh my gosh, Carla Joe. Maybe that's part of what it is. It's not like maybe that's what it is. It's not a regular type of stress. It's grief. All right, Spirit. Best and highest messages here for Carla Joe. What does she need to know? What does she need to see? What does she need to hear? Overall energy. Seven of Swords. Goodness gracious. It's good to see you too. Why the Seven of Swords, Spirit? What is this? Is this coming from self or is this external? this coming from self or is this external? That's a lot of cards, but I'm gonna take all of them. Hold on, now they're falling. The Hierophant, the Ten of Swords, the Four of Cups, and the Ace of Cups. This could be a parent. Okay, let me read it like this. All right, so some things here that's causing some sort of shiesty stuff. Okay, it could just be some sort of self-sabotage, or there's something funky about this Hierophant energy here. We've got the Ten of Swords, the Four of Cups, and the Ace of Cups. Okay, so moving on and letting go of something, of whatever this mentor, possibly parent, this person who has some sort of level of authority, or this is a higher level of commitment. Moving away, moving on from that. And focusing on, look at how way it came out here. Not being focused on these empty cups or some sort of doubt or what didn't show up here. What didn't give here. God, source, universe, whatever that looks like for you, is like, that's the way that it fell out. Like, here's this bowl. You know, it's even like coming into this card. So something about you already have everything you need right here in this bowl. This emotional fulfillment. What's the Hierophant, Spirit? What's this Hierophant? What's the Hierophant energy? The moon wanted to come out. It got stuck on my hand. So this could be some sort of hidden something. Queen of Swords came out. Okay, Carla Jo. It could be this, sometimes the Queen of Swords can show up as a divorcee, okay? But this is someone who is, they're in a place of logic, or they're trying to become from a place of being detached from something, okay? Detached from this higher level of commitment, this person, depending on what that is to you. What's the situation? What's the situation? Because of some sort of ultimate happiness or family. Tell me about the Ten of Cups. And the time spent. Put the Fool at the bottom of the deck. What's the challenge? Hi, Kelly. Hi, Nicole. How y'all doing? What's the challenge? Ten of Wands. Oh, here we go. Look, the people in the cards are moving in the same direction. So there's the challenge is giving up the weight of this responsibility, the burdens of something, the weight, something that's weighing you down. It's releasing it. It's traveling lightly towards, taking a blind faith towards something new, this new thing, this new chapter, this new way of being. What's behind that? The moon, even though it may be hidden or unknown. This may even have to do with a new relationship. We've got the King of Cups, but this is someone that you've had a lot of emotions for. Temperance, a lot about healing, balance, harmony, patience. Tempering yourself. Temperance. Temper. This is so random, and I don't know where the hell it's coming from, but I'm hearing like diction is done with the tip of the tongue on the teeth. I don't know if somebody inquire. Or did someone is someone enunciate their words very like, what am I trying to say? something about the way that someone speaks, the way that they enunciate their words, or the God, I had the words lost. I lost it. Tell me about this Ten of Wands. Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, don't let it block some sort of blessings. Ace of Pentacles is showing up here. Get off the heavy burdens and walking towards this growth, this expansion, this fertility, this opportunity. Could even be physical healing, showing up as Pentacles. It's the physical realm, physical body, physical manifestation of something. Okay, what's in the current energy? What's in the current energy? The Six, I see, it's kind of wonky. It didn't come out though. The Two of Swords did. So you could be confused or at a crossroads, not sure what direction to take or how to think about something, what the decision to do when it comes to taking this blind leap of faith. Because of the unknown. There's something about something's unknown. There's lack of clarity here. Is something going to be a disappointment, or something about disappointment or being dissatisfied or not receiving something, not obtaining something? After putting work into it. It could return on investment, ROI. This could, I don't know if this is about a connection with somebody or if this is like a business venture, like a actual like monetary investments. Tell me about the Two of Swords. I'm getting a lot of songs. Blinded by the light. See that song, Manfred Man. Blinded by the light, like blinded by information. There's too much information. I don't understand. But I keep hearing, blinded by the light, wrapped up like a douche and a runner in the night. Runner in the night, running into the unknown. Something blinded by the light, blinded by information, or there's too much information, or something about the information needed to run into the dark, run into the night, run into the unknown. Weird. Carla Joe, there's some trippy ass shit here. Hi, Ankita, how you doing? Hi, Miss Phoenix. Ace of Swords at the bottom of the deck in the upright. Truth, clarity, information, epiphanies, insight, solutions, green light go, victory. Adapting and overcoming the situation. Taking fearless action towards something. Tell me about this Two of Swords. Strength. Confidence, courage, empowerment, patience, belief, faith. Tell me about strength, current energy. Strength to overcome this lack of clarity, this confusion, it's way too many cards. Way too many cards. Three of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles, Three of Cups. Lots of threes. There's lots of threes showing up here. Tell me about strength, Carla Joe. Queen of Cups and the Devil. Fear of expressing some sort of emotions or sitting with some sort of emotions, being in your emotions. Queen of Swords, right? You could be trying to detach from feeling some sort of emotion from something. It's like you don't want to go there. You don't want to go there. It's kind of causing a little bit of an imbalance here. Why is this here, Spirit? Yeah, it's throwing off some sort of focus. I've been seeing a lot of 11, 11, 2, 2, 2, 4, 4, 4, not a lot. See, that's like multiplication right there. 1 to the 2 to the 4. 9's endings. 8 of Pentacles in reverse at the bottom of the deck. It's something's... Either someone's afraid to express their emotions to you, or this is coming from you where you're afraid to sit with some sort of emotions, because the Queen of Swords is here. This is where she's trying to stay logical mind. She's trying to stay detached from feeling the feelings of something. Yeah, 3 of Cups at the bottom of the deck in the reverse. Okay, tell me about this. Tell me about this. Give me one more here. Give me one more. 5 of Swords. Kind of really being in the head. 3 of Swords, Ace of Wands, 5 of Cups all at the bottom of the deck. There's something, thinking of someone's afraid of telling me their emotions. You think so? It may be because some sort of betrayal, okay? If it's someone who doesn't want, it's not necessarily just betrayal. Someone's afraid of feeling the emotions. That's what it is. Like someone's, it's like they're sabotaging self, not on purpose. I don't know that whether it's coming from you or someone else. I don't know that consciously they understand that that's what's going on. But it's like someone's got all these thoughts in their head, all like the noise. It's like I'm seeing these crows like cause all this noise and this ruckus. And it's kind of like someone's being their own worst enemy because of the things that they're telling themselves about something, or not wanting to sit in the emotions. And I like, look, see how she sits in this deck? How she's like literally sitting in this water. She can sit in the emotion and understand it. Like she's in between. It's like emotional intelligence, emotional availability. Okay. Energy coming towards Carla Jo. Or, excuse me. Overall spiritual advice. That was the energy coming towards you. Overall spiritual advice. Ace of Wands came out. Hi, JB Gonzo. How you doing? Welcome. Passionate new beginnings. On the horizon, we have the Tower in reverse. Ace of Wands, the Tower in reverse. Give me one more. The Chariot and the King of Swords in reverse. Okay. Again with this, like some sort of information, something about being like the third eye being on fire, something about intuition. It's spiritual here, but it's some sort of like passionate new beginning. It could just be really exciting. It's like something. It could even be. I'm hearing the word intensity. So someone may be afraid of the intensity of sitting in these emotions or going there. There's a need. There's someone wants to stay detached because they're afraid of having a tower. Or because of a tower that's happened in the past. There's a need to make a decision to take this action, to be resilient, to make movement towards expressing something. What is this? Give me one more here, Spirit. Why is the King of Swords in reverse? Why is this King of Swords in reverse? It's like someone... Unless this person's just a complete, like, emotional manipulator, and they can't go there with you, or they can't go there with you. The Emperor in reverse. It's like, if this is a love connection, there's something off about it. Someone's not confident enough. Okay, they're coming from a place of fear, from an unhealed ego. They're afraid of it. They're afraid of communication. They're afraid of what you're going to say. They're afraid of being in their emotions, of expressing themselves here. So it's like there could even just be, I'm hearing that heavy tonight, breakdown in communication. Just heard it again. It could just be bad, poor communication. But yeah, there's there's a lack of clarity, or something's causing some sort of confusion here. Now, if it's not that, it's allowing some sort of either communication or thought, like mindset or mind state or thoughts, like take your power away if it's coming from self. All right, Carla Joe. I hope that you found a message that resonates with you. Thank you again for the blessings. Thanks for coming to see me. I keep seeing all this in this card, though. Like, it's like someone's psyching themselves out. I'll show you real quick because I'm picking these cards up and I'm just like seeing all these. Kind of like someone's really psyching themselves out. If you can see that. Hey, thanks for the loves and all that love and light. Back to you, times 10. Let me ring the bell real quick. 11:23 on the clock. 1, 2, 3. It's all coming together like 1, 2, 3. Okay, Charles is next. All right, Charles. Charles for a mini. Where are we going, Charles? All right. Best and highest message here for Charles. What does he need to know? What does he need to see? What does he need to hear? Charles, I think you're new. I think this is the first time I've ever read for you, okay? So you didn't specify if this was more towards money or if this was about a relationship or if this is just general. So I'm going in blind, okay? Take what resonates. Best and highest message here, Spirit. What's the overall energy here for Charles? Overall energy here for Charles. I haven't done yours yet, boo-boo. I'm on Charles. I have Jessica to do, and then you're next after Jessica. So you've got 2 ahead of you. I'm just starting on this one. Overall energy for Charles. The Empress, divine feminine energy, ruled by Venus, possible Taurus or Libra. Doesn't necessarily mean that that's their birthday or has anything to do with their birthday, okay? But this could have to do with a mother figure. Tell me about the Empress. Shit. Somebody's trying to run away. 6 of Swords, moving into calmer waters. Maybe someone's... 4 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Something about a homecoming, a union. There could be some sort of needed change, especially when it comes to the way that action's being taken or communication or thoughts about this Empress, whatever the Empress represents to you, okay? Give me one more. Overall energy here for Charles. That came right out. The 10 of Coins. You could be in a commitment with this person or moving towards some sort of commitment with this person. Look at this. The way it's showing up on the table here. The way it's falling. Hi, Clark. How you doing, Clark? All right, so we've got the Empress. Okay, and this is slowly moving towards peace, towards calmer waters when it comes to this commitment, this connection, this family, possibly lasting security. But what's the situation here for Charles? What's the situation here for Charles? Shit. That fell on the floor. 7 of Cups, Justice. Okay. So either someone's being treated like an option. Something could be very emotionally overwhelming. There's some sort of distractions here. Or there's some sort of temptations. Okay. We've got Justice showing up here. So this could be about contracts. This could mean that balance needs to be restored here. All right. There's a need for law and order. Someone could have done somebody wrong and justice is being called on the situation. Let me get what fell on the floor. Let's see what that was. If I can get it. I got it. I have retrieved the card. Knight of Swords, unstoppable force, adapting and overcoming situations, or this could have to do with like a lot of harsh communication here, things being said. Or someone's getting word real quick about some sort of justice or paperwork. Something could be important about paperwork. All right, best and nice messages here. What's the challenge? Someone's trying to take my voice. What's the challenge here for Charles? We ain't going there tonight, y'all. I ain't getting all super sassy tonight. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Somebody couldn't handle the heat last night. Got banned. What's the challenge here, Spirit? The Hierophant, this higher level of commitment. This is showing up like it's a marriage of some sorts. Okay, so if it's not like an actual marriage where there's rings and oaths involved between two people, it's a marriage to something. Okay, so this could be a possible, this is career. This would be the job. Why the Hierophant? Victory with something, or to win. Somebody wants to win something. Tell me about the Hierophant. Why is this the challenge? Damn, that came right out. 3 of Swords. 10 of Swords. Deep anguish. Okay. Charles, take it as it resonates. If this reading doesn't resonate, please reach out to me and I'll redo a new one for you. Okay, but we got third party energy showing up here. Okay. There's a betrayal here within a commitment. It hurts really bad. This is heavy. Fuck. Okay. What's in the current energy here for Charles? What's in the current energy for Charles? It's the 8 of Swords, but it's showing up in the reverse. Okay, so you could be overcoming some sort of self-doubt. There's some sort of like returning of confidence here. So give me another one, Spirit. What's current energy here for Charles? Tell me about this 8 of Swords in reverse. About a homecoming, about being together, about coming into union. King of Wands. This is gung-ho energy. Someone's coming to claim or get what is theirs. Tell me about this King of Wands. Tell me about this King of Wands. The High Priestess. Someone's either trying to overcome being betrayed and being in connection, or going towards this new connection here, this Empress. Okay, so if you're in a current situation, there's some sort of betrayal or overcoming some sort of betrayal here within that connection. If this is moving towards a new connection, this is overcoming a past betrayal and not bringing that, or not letting it hinder this new connection. Okay, put it where it fits, don't make it fit. What's the energy? What's the energy coming towards Charles? The Hermit in reverse, the Moon, and the 2 of Wands. So this is self-isolation here. So you could be coming out of some sort of self-isolation. You're coming out of hermit mode after new information surfaces, or you're coming into what was unknown, or something could be being expressed. or there's some sort of information coming to you to help bring clarity about how to take action towards, or which door to go through, you know, how it is you're going to get from point A to point B, or something about the moving forward. Overall spiritual advice here for Charles. Knight of Coins, Two of Cups, Ace of Cups, Page of Wands, and the King of Coins. Okay. Charles, it kind of feels like this betrayal and shit's from a past connection. Something that happened in the past. That's what it is, that the challenge is like, that could be what the holdup is, or that could be causing a blockage, right? But the overall spiritual advice is, you know, moving slowly towards something, having patience to succeed, okay? Keeping your eye on the prize, one step at a time. Don't put the cart before the horse, okay? Two of Cups, especially when it comes to this union. Taking small steps towards this union, this connection. All right, emotional readiness, or Ace of Cups, which is emotional fulfillment. Okay, this could be like a whole new relationship that is in the beginning stages here. Yeah, rapid fire planning, or this is very exciting, it's new, it's fresh, bring a lot of excitement. King of Coins, secure abundance. Okay, maybe you're getting ready to offer somebody a commitment here. All right. Okay, Charles, I hope that you found a message that resonates with you. Thank you again for the blessings. Thanks for coming to see me. We got Jessica up next. All right, Jessica. Jessica and Ashley. All right, Jessica. That's a nice message here. What you need to know, what you need to see, what you need to hear. Overall energy for Jessica. Temperance, the World, damn, with the major arcanas, and the Fool. Holy shenanigans, Jessica. Patience, temperance, healing, Saint Michael in all four corners. Something's being protected when it comes to this major triumphant completion you're having with a cycle here. It's like graduating to the next level of something, right? We've got the World and then the Fool. So this is, something's coming complete circle, right? This is where we ended the last thing. We graduated, and this is the start of the new. Jessica! The Six of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Lots of recognition. Okay, you could be glowing during this time, getting a lot of attention. In a season of winning, being celebrated, because you're walking away from things that are no longer serving you. You're not entertaining things that don't give back. You're pouring into yourself right now. Oh my goodness, Jessica. What's the situation here, Spirit? What's the situation for Jessica? The Five of Cups in reverse. Overcoming grief. Overcoming sadness. How it's conflicting or causing you conflict. Queen of Swords, becoming detached, being assertive. You're being a lot stronger. You are standing on business, basically. You're getting really focused with where it is that you're going, what it is that you're doing, what it is that you're saying. It's very intentional. Very intentional in the way that you're moving. Very strategic. Could even be the way that, like, you're just, like, the way that you speak. Judgment. Acceptance. Yeah, I'm kind of getting the vibes of, like, hi, Tony. How you doing, Tony? I'm kind of getting the vibes of, you know, if, excuse my language. I don't want somebody to report me. But if I'm not a fuck yes, then it's a fuck no, right? Hi, Jamie. How you doing, Jamie? It's kind of like you're not chasing shit. You're not running after it. You're not begging for love. You're not begging for communication. You're not begging for shit. It either is or it's not. It's it is what it is and it ain't what it ain't type of energy. Okay, what's the challenge here for Jessica? What's the challenge here for Jessica? Patience. Okay. Patience. Hope. It could even be hope. Look, we've got the star up there. That's the same star that's in the star card on the deck. And it represents hope and faith and miracles. Wish fulfillments. Tell me about the star. Patience and what it is, and something about focus. It's very important for you to stay focused on something. Okay. The Wheel of Fortune at the bottom of the deck. And the Three of Pentacles with whatever new start. Okay. The wheel turns in your favor when you get focused on your own self-development, okay? There could have been a tower. I saw a tower fall out too, okay? There could have been a tower moment. The challenge is letting this tower fall, okay? But the wheel's turning in your favor, especially when it comes to this new project or rebuilding something. I'm going to put these back. I'm going to put the tower back too because I didn't even notice that fell. All right. Yeah. Look what I split the deck. Lots of happiness, sunshine. Lightheartedness, healing. What's in the current energy? I got my southern accent. Energy. What's in the current energy? The Hierophant, the Page of Swords, and the Hermit. In the current energy, there is some sort of information being gained about a higher level of commitment here. This could be being done in secret, or someone's really sitting with the information that is receiving about a higher level of commitment. That's nice message here, Spirit. Energy coming towards Jessica. What's the energy coming towards Jessica? Five of Swords, conflict. Someone wanting some sort of ruthless victory, doing whatever it takes to win. Could be someone that you were in a commitment with, or this is someone older than you, or this is someone showing up just being really stubborn. You could have walked away from this person. Tell me about this Five of Swords. Why is this the energy coming towards Jessica? Why is this the energy coming towards Jessica? How y'all doing? Because of what you know. Because of your intuition. Someone wants you to doubt your intuition. About this Ten of Cups in reverse. This might be blocking your blessings. There's a need to move into calmer waters, away from the conflict, okay? Because that's what just showed up here, that Five of Swords. Here's the Six of Swords. Okay, moving away from the conflict in peace of mind. Hey. Sorry about that cat fight. Okay, yeah, moving into calmer waters, away from chaos, away from the conflict, okay? Ace of Pentacles towards your abundance, towards your blessings, towards healing, towards expansion, growth, opportunities. Okay, Spirit. What's the overall spiritual advice? Yeah, moving into peace of mind after being stuck and stagnant or trapped, especially in the headspace where you were overanalyzing things, like paralysis by analysis, damned if I do, damned if I don't type of energy, okay? Overall spiritual advice. The Empress, the Lovers, and Justice. Oh my gosh. Four Swords at the bottom of the deck. Peace of mind, laying things to rest, healing. Something's very therapeutic and healing, especially to the headspace, the thoughts, the memories of something. Okay, but the Empress. Honoring your own value and worth here. Okay, this is enjoying the fruits of your labor, attracting things to you, especially when it comes to matters of the heart or love. We have justice here. Okay, something's justified. This is about making a decision. Okay, Okay, there could be a choice between two with the Lovers being here. Okay, so you could be leaving one connection behind and moving into a new one, or it's just an orbit in your energy here. But definitely a lot about being in this energy of this Queen of Swords, where it's just like, you know, it is what it is and it ain't what it ain't. You know, it's really working in your favor here. There's a lot about you calling your power back or cultivating some sort of law and order and balance, or it could just be about contracts and commitments within relationships. We've got Libra and Gemini here. Heavy on the Libra with the Empress and Justice. Could be Taurus. We have heavy Taurus here with the Hierophant and the Empress. We have heavy Pisces here. Possible Cancer with the High Priestess. The Hermit is here, which is Virgo. The World is here, which is Scorpio. And Temperance is Sagittarian energy, okay? All right, Jessica, I hope that you found a message that resonates with you. Thank you again for the blessings. Thanks for coming to see me. We have Ashley. All right, Ashley. I've used every single one of these decks. I don't like using the same deck when I'm doing personal readings. I may have to go grab another one. Here's this one. Never mind. I got that one. I was ready to put it on my arm, Ashley. My bad. Alright, so we're going to use this deck. I need some oracle cards. This is an extended reading. Where are we going? I would have had all these out had you sent payment after I started live. So I'm not quite prepared for the extended reading. But hey, look, it's going to be catered to you, boo-boo. Because that's how I'm choosing the decks right now. It's based off of your energy. So maybe it worked out for the best that way anyway. Hi, Zach. How you doing, Zach? Okay. Do that. What else do we need? I'm going to pull 3 from here. I don't know why. I'm just going with it. Okay, we're winging it tonight, Ashley. Just do whatever Spirit tells me to do. Or what I feel called to do. Rather. Is this about, are we looking at any love? Are we looking at love messages at all? Or is this just in general? Yeah, okay. Extended love reading. Okay, we get into the nitty gritty. Hi, Roxanne. Hola. ¿Cómo estás? Where you been? How's it going? I missed you too. Look, let me tell y'all something. TikTok knows how to show the fuck up and show the fuck out. Like, quick and crazy. Like, it's a lot more hectic than Instagram. But it's not my home. It's not my home. I just did Jessica's reading, and it just sent her the money back that she paid. Why did it do that? Is what it is. Anyway. I know you've been, but getting there. Love and career, it comes up, but mainly love. Okay. We'll look at both then. We will look at both. Money and love. Money and love. So that means, no, we don't need that. I already used that deck. We're doing money and love. We'll do this kitty cat deck too. We need a second deck. I haven't used this one tonight. Let me shuffle it real quick. You're the last one on the list, Ashley, so we could take our time. All right, I've got love messages here, so that's where we'll start. We'll start with the love sector. All right, Spirit. Best and highest messages here for Ashley. What does she need to know? What does she need to see? What does she need to hear about love? Tell me about love first. Truth. So truth could be getting exposed, or someone's getting ready to express the truth. Give me 2 more. Or giving some sort of clarity. Uh-oh. I don't know if you're looking to reconcile with somebody, but it's showing up at the bottom of the deck. Tell you about this truth, spirit. Energy for love. New love in between the lines. Travel. That actually travel was stuck behind new love. So truth, travel, new love in between the lines. So someone may be at a distance from you. Or maybe it could just be boundaries. Okay, so maybe it's not like physical distance. Or maybe you have a lot of boundaries up with someone, or someone has a lot of boundaries up with you in this new connection, in this new love. So things could be vague or confusing, or someone's having a hard time reading between the lines, if that makes sense. Both. Okay. Tell me more, Spirit. Let's see what we got going on. We're going to use the kitty cat deck for love. We'll use this Greek mythology deck for money. Hi, Mira. Or Myra. Marilyn. Monray. It's really pretty. Marilyn Monray. All right, Spirit. Best and highest messages here. We don't live close, and I've set clear boundaries. Okay, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. That can be tricky, Ashley. Can't tell you how I know. But yeah. So it's hard learning somebody from a distance, like physical distance. So yeah, it's kind of like you do kind of have to have a little bit more like clear boundaries. It could be really fucking confusing too, doesn't it? Got the 6 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. This person has like, they think of you in high regard. You'd be looking good. It's only a 40-minute drive. That's still enough distance where it's like, it's not easy. It's like you have to make you have to communicate and make the effort to actually see each other, to be in connection, you know. And it can be hard because you don't want to overextend yourself. You don't want to overdo it and be over accommodating. But it's new and you're learning each other. So it's kind of like, okay, well, I can be a little bit accommodating, right? So it's confusing between the lines. It's vague, you know. It's all we have is to go off is speculation, you know. Okay, Spirit, that's the highest messages here. All right, how's Ashley showing up for love? How's Ashley showing up for love? The Wheel of Fortune. You're showing up as a fucking spiritual jackpot. We'll turn it in your favor. And the 9 of Pentacles. Ashley. Shit. You're showing up as the damn Wheel of Fortune and the 9 of Pentacles. Single and willing to pursue, establish, good on your own. Looking good, smelling good, feeling good. All that in a bag of chips. Prosperous, successful. Spiritual jackpot. Okay. Tell me about this person. Who's the person? Who's the person Ashley's dealing with? How do they show up? How do they show up? The Knight of Wands and the Page of Cups. Okay, this person's definitely attracted to you. Okay, there's a lot of fucking attraction there. And Page of Cups. Now, they're showing up as a Knight of Wands. Okay, so yeah, maybe this person's... Maybe this person just lacks a little bit of confidence. They're building confidence, you know. It's because it's not a king. But Page of Cups is here. This person may want to give a solid like love offer or give you some sort of love message. All right, tell me a little bit more. We're going to dig into this person's energy more than yours when it comes to this. You know what you are. You know what you feel when you think. We're getting the tea on this person. Okay, Spirit. Tell me about this person. Give me one more on the Knight of Wands. Tell me more about this Knight of Wands energy. Is this player, wham, bam, thank you, man? And is this person toying with you or is this the real deal? This person's serious. The Sun! And the King of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Okay, kind of seems like they're serious about you. Okay, they may just lack some sort of confidence in, maybe not in themselves or in you, or it could just be lack of confidence in the situation, if that makes sense. Okay, tell me about the Page of Cups real quick, Spirit. Tell me about this Page of Cups. Is this a stankin' ass fish, or is this a new beginning? Do we throw this fish back to the ocean? Or are we going to keep him in this little fish bowl for a while? Tell me about this Page of Cups. Ace of Wands and the Seven of Pentacles. So this person's putting a lot of thought on if this is going to be exciting. Okay, there's a lot of passion show. There's a lot of chemistry. Y'all definitely attracted to each other there. That ain't the hard part. That ain't the hard part. We got the Seven of Pentacles here, but this person is wondering, is this worth the wait? Is it worth the effort? He's a Pisces. Pisces can be real flighty. Okay. Pisces can be very indecisive. Pisces needs a lot of alone time. Pisces energy, Piscean, can't even say it. Piscean energy can be very mysterious. Okay, it can get caught up more in the fantasy of something than the reality of something sometimes. But this they're putting a lot of thought into it. Especially it being masculine, a masculine water sign. Okay, this person's really going to need you to make them feel safe for them to be able to express themselves emotionally. Okay, especially if there's any like ego stuff going on. Okay, so just throwing that out there. Queen of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, this person thinks of you as a sweetheart. You're showing up as this Queen of Water or Queen of Cups over here. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, feminine water energy. Knight of Swords, wanting to communicate something. Yeah, see, this person, there could be something going on with the ego there. Okay, so let's see. Tell me about this person, Spirit. Tell me about this person. How does this person think of Ashley? How's this person think of Ashley? This Pisces. Temperance. Hi, Lance. How you doing, Lance? This person may see you as their other half. They may want to reconcile or mend things with you, or something about patience. Ashley, I'm looking at this kitty cat. And this little kitty cat's got this little paw that she's like it's sticking its paw in the water, like testing it out. So this person may be testing the waters with you, you know. It's really playful though. It's really playful. This person can make you smile a lot. Tell me about this, Spirit. Why do they see Ashley as Temperance? The Moon and the King of Cups. Yeah, this person's got a lot of hidden emotions. Okay. I don't know if this person even knows how to express their emotions. Not like that. Look at the eyeballs on this kitty cat, though. You're so wide-eyed. This person could be mesmerized by you. Okay, this could be really, it could just be too intense for this person, okay? But look at the Moon. But there's a lot of that's hidden here, okay? So they're showing up as seeing you as either they don't know enough. Okay, so there's a lot that they lack clarity on. There's a mystery to it. There's more information is needed, or the Emperor at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, somebody might need to emperor up. Okay, so instead of coming from a place of this, and it may take time. Okay, that could be part of it, is that it's not necessarily representing who this person is as a whole. It could just be representing who this person is in this relationship to you. Okay, because we've got the Emperor at the bottom of the deck. This person's still kind of like building themselves up to this Emperor energy. Okay, so they may be working on themselves. That's been, oh my God, we have the Star after that. A 10 of Pentacles. There's potential here. Okay, so don't run off with that. Okay, we can fall in love with potential and it not ever meet its potential, you know. But there's a lot of potential showing up here. 6 of Pentacles after that. Okay, how does this person feel? How's this person feel about Ashley? What's in their heart space, Spirit? What's in their heart space? How do they feel about Ashley? The Magician, the 10 of Wands in reverse, and the 7 of Wands. Yeah, they're feeling really guarded here. Okay, so they may be trying to manifest something here. There's something about them trying to, like, I don't know if this person's trying to figure you out. I don't know why I'm getting that with that card. I don't normally read it like that. But it's like this person's like trying to take from here and trying to take from there, and they're trying to add this in there, and they're trying to add that in there. Like I'm seeing like them throw this stuff in this like little brewing pot over here. Like you're like, is this work? Well, how does that work? This person may be studying you or learning you or trying to, or they did. They could feel like you are helping them let their guard down, or that could be what it is, that they're scared of the way that you make them want to let their guard down. Maybe they want you to let your guard down. Maybe that's what it is. They're trying to manifest you releasing something that's really heavy so you'll let your guard down and let them in. Strength. And the Ace of Cups. This energy is really light compared to the other readings this evening. This one's light. There's a lot of unknown though. There's a lot of mystery and unknown between the lines shit going on. But I mean, just as far as yours and this person's energy is light. Hi Jesslyn, how you doing, Jesslyn? So having the strength here, the courage, the bravery for this new emotional fulfillment, possible new relationship. Okay. What's this person's intentions, Spirit? What's this person's intentions? 3 of Wands. They're trying to be patient. They're trying to be patient. They're trying to wait it out. They maybe get in their head, or there's some sort of conflict showing up at the bottom of the deck. King of Pentacles. Being confident in themselves, in their investments. Okay, tell me about the Spirit. What's this person's intentions for Ashley? 4 of Swords. This person's trying to give you peace. They're trying to be patient. They want to give you peace of mind, and that's what they intend to do, is give some sort of peace of mind. We got Empress at the bottom of the deck. Okay, give me some more, Spirit. What's this person's intentions for Ashley? The Ace of Cups. Right now, what it's saying is this person's trying to wait it out. They're being patient. They want to give you some sort of peace of mind, or they're taking a lot of time. They could be really like putting a lot of thought into this new connection here. Okay, but they intend, I mean, like they intend for this to be, I feel like what you intend for it to be. We've got the Ace of Cups showing up here in the upright. They want emotional fulfillment. 8 of Wands. They're wanting to come in hot though. Okay, so maybe you're the one taking it a little bit more slow, and there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. But with this person, they intend to be patient, bring some sort of peace of mind about this new emotional fulfillment. All right, how are they taking action? How's this person taking action towards Ashley? Hi, Kai. How you doing, Kai? The Star and the 4 of Wands. The Hierophant at the bottom of the deck. This person can see you as very healing, okay, or wish fulfillment, or like their wish, that their dream person, okay. But it looks like they're definitely wanting to come into union. So I don't know if that's they want to take you out, if they just want to be, they want to be around you more, or the Hierophant's at the bottom of the deck. Okay, they could be thinking about higher levels of commitment, not necessarily marriage, but you know, the next step with the Emperor. Okay, God, heavy Taurus coming out here. We have Aquarius. We've got Leo. We have Gemini. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Cancer, Pisces, Sagittarius, Scorpio. Heavy on the water. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Ace of Swords. Yeah, that's the truth. It's in the upright. Somebody wants to communicate, or they're trying to find ways to communicate. All right, give me some love messages, Spirit, about this connection. Ashley, if you want to vent about it, we got a similar thing going on. And I can't talk to nobody about it. It's driving me up a wall. Healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. Okay, so yeah, there could be some sort of like past stuff that's being healed. Okay, this person may be working on themselves while you're working on yourself. Okay, healing something from the past. Could be because of something, like, it could have just been rooted, right? It's not necessarily, it's all from past relationships, but that's why we got up in those toxic past relationships in the first place. It's some sort of childhood trauma, you know, trauma from parent, or the way that we were parented sometimes, you know. All right, we've got reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life. Of course, you may have an ex or a past person that wants to return. Okay. Codependency, addictions that are affecting the romantic life. Yeah, see, there could be some sort of codependent attachment styles. This person could be trying to not be like that. They could be really like, or maybe that's you. Maybe you're trying not to like overextend yourself or be up this person's ass, you know, to be too giving, especially in the beginning. You're making them earn it or wait on it, or you're trying to make sure that this is where it is that you're supposed to be pouring into. Give me a few more. I'm a Taurus and have Sag rising. I'm all for venting. All right. Spirit. I'm still trying to clean up my inbox and go through all these messages that I don't know if I had opened them and like it was me that opened them and responded to some of these people, or if it was somebody else that opened up the message on this account. So I'm still trying to uncluster the cluster over here, but little by little I'm getting there. You're officious. It's a very rare chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. Okay. Yeah, that came out really heavy here. We knew that already. Soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. So it's definitely showing up as some sort of soulmate connection. And this could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. So there's some more confirmation that this may go to a higher level of commitment, possibly. Possibly. It's got the potential for it. At least that's how it's showing up right now. All right, let's get money real quick. So I've known him for over 20 years, but we're trying to figure things out. So you already kind of know each other. So you are trying to learn each other on a new frequency. There's a lot of that in the energy, Ashley, of people coming into union with people that they knew. You've never been in a relationship. Yeah. That's really heavy in the energy. It's just like collectively going on. And it's like with people that like you would have least expected sometimes. It's happened twice in my private readings. People meeting or getting into relationships with people that they knew for a while. All right, let's look at your money. That's an ice message, Spirit. Tell me about finances, assets, investments. Tell me about the money. Tell me about the coins, Spirit. Best and highest message here for Ashley. What does she need to know? What she need to see? What she need to hear? All right. What's in the energy? What's in the overall energy? 3 of Cups. Okay, could be about some sort of celebration, or there could be some gossip at the workplace. Tell me about the 3 of Cups. Why is this the overall energy for money, for finances? The Hermit in reverse, coming out of Hermit mode. So maybe you're getting ready to celebrate something. Coming out of Hermit mode. Give me one more. Overall energy here for, oh shit, did you see that fly out? The 9 of Cups, or the 9 of Coins, excuse me. 9 of Pentacles here. Something about accomplishment. So you could be getting ready to let something be known, come out of Hermit mode. About some sort of accomplishments that it is that you have, or you're gaining. Or something about you're showing up as successful, knowing your value, knowing your worth. Or cornucopia here. That's always a really great sign. We can see it like a cornucopia, like the representation of being able to enjoy the fruits of your labor, your harvest. Ace of Swords at the bottom of the deck. That's the truth. Okay, what's the situation? Work, money, assets, finances, Spirit, the coin. Tell me about the coin. Two of Cups. All right, so this is telling me that you're in harmony and balance with whatever it is that you're connecting to when it comes to your assets and investments, okay? Ace of Coins I just saw. Why is Two of Cups the situation? Why is Two of Cups the situation? The 6 of Wands. So I'm not sure if you're getting recognition for something, a promotion, if you're just looking really good, or people are looking up to you for something, but that is beautiful right there. That's the situation. Whatever it is that you're harmonizing, that you're in balance with, whatever it is that you're connected to when it comes to the coin, is having you in an energy of winning. I had a reading with you a year ago, and you said that everyone is going to want a seat at my table. I just opened an insurance agency back in May, and now I find my footing, and the sales are starting to flow. That's beautiful. That gave me chills. That gave me chills. Hi, Mystery is you. How you doing? That's incredible. Thank you for sharing that with me. Yeah, it happens like that. In my experiences, when people don't allow us to sit at their table and you're forced to go build your own, Spirit gives you a feast, and you get to feast in front of the people that wouldn't allow you to sit at their table. You get to have that cornucopia, And as you're building the table, nobody sees the feast that it is that you're about to have because it hasn't been fully prepared yet. It's not time to eat, right? So while everybody else is projecting or showcasing what it is that they have, yours is still being prepared, That's beautiful, though. 9 of Wands. It's because of your resilience. It's because you didn't give up. It's because you chose to keep putting one foot in front of the other. One more breath. One more step. One more day. Yeah, it's not easy. It's not. It's not for the weak-hearted. It is not. It's easy to give into comfort and to just lay down, Especially when we're comfortable in what it is that we already know, the familiarity of it, whether it's toxic or not, But yeah, don't know how to give up. And that's why you're reaping the benefits, right? Here comes the blessings. Here comes your harvest. And we haven't even made it to like Sagittarius and Scorpio season yet, or Scorpio and Sagittarius season yet, where we really the veil starts to lift and like all that, sacral chakra energy comes in. We're really harnessing our own empowerment, This is beautiful, though. All right, Spirit. Yeah, 9 of Coins is really good. It's not quite the 10 of Coins, and it's not quite to the Queen and King of Coins, but I mean, you're looking solid. You're looking very, it's promising to have more success. You're planting the seeds in the right place. It's saying that you've got the right resources. You have the know-how, the intelligence, all of that. All right. What's the challenge for money? What's challenging this, Spirit? Conflicts when it has to do with money and assets. emotional fulfillment is kind of trying to come out. It may just be because that's what you feel like maybe you're missing out of life. Like you've got the career, the money's starting to flow. You've been working on self and healing. You know, it's kind of like now you want somebody to share that with. You know, what's the challenge? The Magician in reverse. Death. Okay. So there's some sort of ending. There's some sort of finality. There's something that you're letting go of, okay? And whatever it is that you're letting go of is helping you manifest something, okay? So what's challenging this, what would be challenging this, is letting the past interfere with what it is that you're manifesting for the future, okay? So don't, like, what needs to be dead has to stay dead, okay? We're not going to the grave and digging stuff up and bringing us into this new season. It will create a blockage if you allow the past shit to come in, especially if it's whatever it is, it's not at a vibrational match, okay? Yeah, we got the moon at the bottom of the deck. And the Ace of Cups about emotional fulfillment. Yeah, I do. This kind of coming out in your career reading too. It's like you're kind of getting this flow. You're gaining some sort of recognition and success. You're looking good. People may be coming to you for your services, right? Because like, look at this person. People are handing them coins, right? In a traditional tarot deck, the Nine of Pentacles, you just see the pentacles surrounding. It's not, this is people giving you this, you know, beautiful. Okay. It's kind of like you're just waiting on the person to share it with. Energy coming towards Ashley for money. The Lovers and the Nine of Wands. Okay, so here's more of this emotional. You may be partnering up with somebody. You may be partnering up with somebody. If it's not that, then it's you being in balance. Okay, that's knowing when to take action and when to back off. When to be in your masculine energy, when you're a go-getter. And okay, also interesting. It could even be knowing when to be like gung-ho with stuff, but when you're working with the clientele, when to best service them, because you can cater to their emotions, or you can cater to them by knowing how to be emotionally intelligent or how to read them in some sort of way. You know, that's how it is that you can take action and do the best that it is that you can do. Nine of Wands has a lot to do with like your passion, your drive. You will conquer shit. You are a fighter, a warrior, spiritual baddie. Okay. Overall spiritual advice for money. Overall spiritual advice for money. The Queen of Swords, the Seven of Coins, the Eight of Coins, and the Page of Cups. Number one, there's a little bit of your love message coming in here from the previous reading, okay? The more that you have self-respect, the more attractive that it is that you are becoming, okay? You are attracting the right type of connections or people or investments, assets, those sorts of things, okay? Queen of Swords, though. This is where you're being really thoughtful and you're thinking a lot about how you're intending on doing something, or you're coming from a place of intention, okay? You're being smart about something, logical. Has a lot to do with your intelligence. It has a lot to do with the way that you're asserting yourself. Okay, this could be those strong boundaries that you're having up, not even just in love, just with people. You know, it's like you're not dealing with the okie doke. People got to be serious. You know, you got to be able to take somebody serious for you to be able to entertain it, whether that's in business or whatever. Seven of Coins. Okay, this is a lot about you putting this thought into the way that you are building this for yourself. Okay, the time, love, energy, effort, money that you've poured into this. Eight of Coins and the focus, the drive, how you've gotten so incredibly laser zoned in on something that you didn't let all the distractions, you know, take this from you or to steer you off path or off course. Okay, then we have the Page of Cups. It's a lot about self-love. Someone may be coming towards you to offer you it could be getting like something about level up. But Page of Cups, somebody may be at work, okay? You may have someone else in your energy that's wanting to come in and give you some sort of... I'm getting something about your creativity. Something about how you can be really creative in the way that you go about how you obtain what you obtain, or something about like really honoring your creativity, allowing yourself to express yourself through that creativity, or be yourself, or especially if it comes in business, like it's authentic, it's genuine to you. Beautiful. Wow, that actually resonates with what I'm currently doing in our community. For real? Maybe you need to get a personal reading. Kind of seems like everybody wants to cancel on me, so I may be here tomorrow night. I'll post beforehand, though. I'll post and let y'all know. All right, let's get you some oracle cards. Where'd my oracle cards go? There they are. I ain't all up there, y'all. Okay. Y'all knew that before you came in here, though. I know you did. Best of eyes message here for Ashley. What does she need to know? What does she need to see? What does she need to hear from the angels and ancestors? Hunter, track down your fears and desires. You are Hunter. Here's that Sagittarian energy. Did you say you're Sag rising? There it is right there. That warrior spirit. Gung-ho. Okay. Knight, be brave and honest. So having the courage to express yourself, Braveheart energy. I always think about Braveheart when I see this card. You have the freedom to speak. You have the freedom to express yourself. Spirit Fox, trust your talents in changing times. Yeah, you're a jack of all trades and a master of none, okay? There's many things that you're good at, and when you use all of the different things that you've learned from other endeavors, from other experiences, and you're like pouring it into the business that you have now, that's where that creativity is coming through, okay? You're being really creative with the resources that you already have. You know, I did this with like stuff like real estate when I was in real estate. You know, I already had a little bit of a marketing background because I've been in sales. Any side thing that I did, I've always been in sales, you know. So I would take what it is that I learned from that and I would apply it, right? Or like emotional intelligence, or reading, or that kind of stuff, right? I would just take from other kind of like networking and connections. I was doing that when I was attached to the PTO, you know. So anyway, so there's something coming through about that. Like you have lots of different things that you're good at, or that you've gained some sort of skill set in, and you're using what it is that you learned from that and spinning it, twisting it, and applying it to your business. That's beautiful. Yeah. Okay. Trust your talents. Yeah. That could be intimidating to other people too. So if there is gossip about you, okay, you're starting to make a name for yourself. All right. That's incredible. It just did something funny, so I'll repeat that real quick, okay? You may be intimidating to some of the people with you making a name for yourself in this industry, in your community, okay? It's like they didn't see you coming. They weren't ready for you yet, okay? They may be seeing you as competition, because I had that Knight of Wands come out for you, which is like you're a fighter, you're a warrior, okay? People are starting to notice, like, oh shit. Boss bitch on campus. All right, Spirit, that's some nice messages here. Give me a few more. Thank you. Hermit, retreat and recharge. Okay, Spirit's telling you, don't forget to take a rest. Don't be a workaholic completely, all right? Still make sure that you're taking time to, like, recenter yourself, to, you know, cleanse your energy, to protect yourself in those sorts of ways. Sit with Spirit. Clear your mind, okay? And not let all the information coming at you or everything that is going on consume you in that way. Okay. Then we have Star Ancestor. Follow the voice of your soul. So yeah, you're being led by Spirit, or you're going towards something you're called to do. Okay. Give me a few from this deck, Spirit. Best nice message here for Ashley. The more that you're focusing on yourself, the more that you're focusing on your healing, the more that you're focused on this business and growing that, the more that it is that you're attracting this stuff like this love connection into your life, okay? And maybe that's why it is that you're having to like hold up homie a little bit, because it's like they could just be really attracted to you. You're successful. You're attracting a lot of success. We've got Freya, phases and cycles. There is a beginning with the never ending. Illusions are revealed and released. This is big on this Virgo new moon, Ashley. I was talking about that earlier. I'm not sure if you were in here. You know, be careful about just like setting intentions with this new moon and just expecting us to just be in alignment with what it is that we want. It's more about showing us and illuminating who we are, you know, in our authenticity. Where it is that we've mimicked or we've adopted false narratives or false interests or beliefs because of outside external ish or upbringing or a phase of being around a certain group of people or in a certain situation. You know, we have Odin, psychic insight. Your third eye is open. See truth for what it is. Follow your intuition. So big and spot on when it comes to your intuition. Okay, very, very heavy with the being led by spirit. Hope, love, and acceptance. Love is yours. Recognize your divine worth and choose loving thoughts. So we like expand who we are. It's really more. It's kind of like pulling the toxins of who we are to the surface, if that makes sense. So yeah, it's more like expanding on who you are to the core, or like, I'm trying to put it into words. It's just really heavy that if we've been attached to any false narratives, or we've been mimicking or just like going through the motions with certain things, especially when it comes to like who we are, how we represent ourselves, those sorts of things, like that's going to be falling away. It's going to be ripped. You know, you're going to see a lot of chaos in the energy, especially because we're coming into eclipse season 2. So just with that being said, just because we're on the topic of the astrology of things, just make sure you're staying grounded, because there's going to things are going to be kooky and crazy and wild. So there's a need to anchor into yourself. Know that you are safe. Know that you are loved. Make sure you're cleansing your energy. You know, there's going to be a lot of spiritual psychosis going on. There's going to be a lot of like people acting like they schizophrenic and shit. You know, just a lot of, there's going to be a lot of chaos as things eclipse in, eclipse out, and this. I'm seeing something like break open. So it's almost like people are being broke open to be viewed, to be exposed in a way. You know, authentic selves are being exposed big during this time. So, and not that it's good or bad of what's being exposed. It's just the truth can be hard to handle for sometimes, you know. But anyway. All right, Ashley, thank you so much for the blessings. Thanks for coming to see me. Overall, things are looking really, really good. And I appreciate you giving me the honor to read your energy, read your cards. That gives me a lot of hope. That gives me some hope. All right, y'all. Let me check payments real quick just to make sure nobody sent anything else in. I don't think that they did. I didn't see it come in. But I shall check. Yeah, Jessica, she somehow got her money back. I don't know how that happened, but okay. Oh my gosh, all the notifications coming in. Check this real quick. I think that was it. You're a diamond, darling. Shine bright like a diamond. Yep. That is it. That's everybody. All right. Well, depending on tomorrow, if y'all are still in here, the 2 people that are in here, maybe somebody watched the whole thing to the end. Okay, I'll post on whether or not I'm going to go live tomorrow evening. It'll be later in the evening. But it just depends on whatever the hell I end up doing. You're going to book a personal for next week? It's nice to meet you too, Trey. Yeah, just for personals, it's $11 for a mini, $22 for career, $33 for love, $44 for extended. Extended, we go a little bit over, like if we can do the full-blown love, or we can do love, career, general, whatever. It's Cash App Lady Leo Spiritual or PayPal Lady Leo Spiritual, and there's usually limited spots. So, yeah, just pay attention. I usually post how many people are in line at the time that I let y'all know what time I'm going to be live. But anyway, All right, y'all, I'm going to leave it here. I love you. I love you. I love you, star seeds. Love and light.